Good afternoon. The News Bargaining Initiative will be a new addition to that code, which will create a financial incentive for agreement making between digital platforms and news media businesses in Australia. The incentive will contain a charge on relevant platforms based on Australian sourced revenue. The charge will include a generous offset for the commercial agreements that are voluntarily entered into between the platforms and news media businesses. The digital platforms to speak for themselves. I'm not going to presume to talk for them.
Have you spoken to any of them today?
The platforms who will be in scope for the charge will be significant social media platforms and search engines with an Australian-based revenue in excess of $250 million. The charge will commence from the 1st of January 2025.
Diversity if some of the smaller players might be crowded out.
Yeah, thanks for the question. First observation I'd make is that Google is continuing to make. The real objective, however, is not to raise revenue. We hope not to raise any revenue. The real objective is to incentivise agreement making between platforms and news media businesses in Australia.
Providing assistance to media companies in various forms and has throughout this term. Well, today's announcement is about backing Australian journalism and supporting the health of our democracy. The News Bargaining Incentive is critical to ensuring that digital platforms contribute to the sustainability of journalism in Australia.
And counterparties in the US, and we want to ensure that they... Well, it wouldn't be an economically rational decision to pay more under a charge than you would need to pay under a commercial agreement. And let's not forget that there's benefit to both sides in entering into commercial agreements, and they'll provide far more detail, far more each-way exchange of value than you would find under a charge arrangement. And that's why we're encouraging, that's why the government is encouraging voluntary agreement making, and this incentive bolsters up that. Thanks so much.